still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with you.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Logan Hall is there for the stop. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this carry now is productive. He swallowed up the scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw is Mills. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Christian Harris make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
To try again after the sack. Jackson airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Hand off left side, Pierce. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Mills on the sneak. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps getting the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Call it no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And that run was notable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Pierce now on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Mills. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now Mills on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. 1st down, here's White. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the
6. 18 runners, nothing 19.
Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Suckham. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give left side for Pierce. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mills. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Mills. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mills on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 40 yards. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 62 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Saka. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Texans first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Saka. They will take a 7-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Being chased out left.
Throw over the middle and finds Williams. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Hawk 70. Track 60. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 79 Broncos.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Jackson to throw. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
and the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. That was a lightning fast incompletion. He got him, he threw it, and fell to the ground.
It's that expression, life comes at you fast. In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Mills to throw for it on fourth.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mills now. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are.
Season of giving.
Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jamison Williams
from 6 yards away.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
178 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Pierce on the counter. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Another carry for Pierce. And he'll work down inside the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Mills.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about so.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He
crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And the final number on next-gen stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. Mike.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point try now for Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Defense kind of got together and said, we see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Not salute.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect.